Hi guys, welcome to the strategy testing tutorial. So I've seen a lot of people do testing live. It doesn't matter demo or live account. Okay, what I mean live is while the market is moving. So the one of the most important things is discipline, okay, and mastering your strategy and not just deviating from it. Okay, so for example, you say that I'm going to take this deal here and I'm always going to take when the price hits at the support level or the resistance level and it is outside these bands. Whatever strategy that you master, it works for you. Everybody has a different mentality, everybody has a different risk factor. So what works for me is not necessarily going to work for you, but you can use the same tools and make your own strategy. Okay, this will take time. Okay, maybe it's going to take you a month, but it's worth it in the end. So you have to understand, you cannot just make money. Whoever promises you that you can, that's why we do not make any year right now, because we know it's not up to the market is, or in you cannot find anywhere any year that works and makes money long term. Okay, that's why we're focusing on manual uh, input of you, right? So everybody has a different strategy, so they can follow that. Do not just blindly trust on a bot. In future, we're gonna make an AI bot, but that's gonna be 6 months from now, so around 5 to 6 months. And that is something that we can actually, because it's gonna be self-learning, right? Um, then we can get on with it. But by that time, this indicator is gonna be on another level. If you see the first videos that were made, we were at 1.9 version. We are already around 38 revisions already, and there have been so many new features, and it's only going to improve. So anyhow, so what we're looking for is to master the strategy. What we're going to do is click on strategy tester, and this and all that is done. We download the history, we click open prices, we use a date. So I'm going to use the date from the first of this year. You can use whatever you want. Okay, so practice from this first and then you can go to any other date. Okay, because these are the dates I'm telling you in the tutorial, so I'm not going to keep changing them each time. So let's start from here. Okay, we're going to press start. Okay, now it's started. We can press this pause button here. Okay, now on your keyboard, right, we got to press F12. Okay, there we go, pressing F12. All right, so right now I'm using 2% risk on the account. In the settings, we could use 3.5 also. Okay, 2% is also good for a beginner. If you're gonna go shift from demo to live all together, go to 2% or 1% risk. Okay, I know it's not gonna make you a lot of money, but at least you'll know, okay, your discipline is carrying towards your real account. Okay, so we can press F12 to see the price go up and down. Okay, the next candle. So what we're gonna do is, now we're expecting, we can see the market as it is. Okay, as it would be in real. So what are we expecting here? What are we seeing? Because this just started, so I cannot predict it if the road is correct, because this is strategy tester, just forget it. So let's see that the road is moving up. So if I'm taking a sell deal, it's gonna be a bit dangerous, but the road is slowing down also. Okay, I can see that the road is not just steep like this. You can see this was like this, and it's slowing down a little bit. So we can press. The sell deal here is the safest here right now. So I can hold on the F12 and I can move the price. So whatever strategy, if you're following the MACD arrows, you can also, go here and figure it out. Support resistance is already there. Yes, one thing I wanted to tell you is go to this, right? Whatever template you have here, you got to do what? First, remove RelicusRoad indicator from it. Okay, there we go. You can remove this, you can remove this. Okay, you can keep these two, and then what you got to do is save template. Okay, you're gonna save it as tester.template, this, okay, tester.tpl. Once you've done that, then you can go and open the chart here, okay, because it's going to use the template that you saved. Do not forget to remove the indicators from here, RelicusRoad, because now it's going to duplicate it, okay, and it's going to mess up everything. One indicator is installing, and the other whenever you install an indicator, it removes all the data from before, okay, so it can work nicely with new data. So we want it to be clean. So anyways, let's continue. We're going to press F12. Okay, so we're expecting to do a sell deal here somewhere, get a sell signal. In future, we're going to predict all these also, okay. You guys have to stick with it. So we're going to take all these deals, everything market has to give, we're going to take it, and it's going to become, it's going to be pretty good. So we'll have micro scalping, long-term deals, short-term deals, every type of deal with time. So we have, in future, we're going to look for this. We're going to have this deal. We're going to remove these support resistances. They don't matter in future, because the less the data, the better. All we need to see are the arrows, okay? And I believe as I make more videos, all of you are going to get more familiar with how the price moves, how the market is behaving. So your accuracy could be around 80%, 70 to 80%. We do not want, if we see something that can improve the people's perspective of seeing the price movement or something, some indicator that what we think, how we see the price can also show here, we're going to introduce it and later integrate it into the RelicusRoad. So that's what we're going to do. Right now, support resistance is very important, okay? So later we're going to integrate into our own system here, and but this is too much. It just clutters a lot of view. So we want something even simpler than this, okay? So that'll be later, but we do not want to create this whole thing. This is a whole different domain altogether, creating support resistances. So once we are free with adding a lot of features, okay, it's working well with the, let's say, support resistance, right? Our indicator, arrows, and everything is working. We're going to integrate it. Otherwise, we don't care about this support resistance, okay? Basically, we care about this. If something helps, we care about the road. If something helps make our decisions better, we're going to use it. Otherwise, we're not going to clutter it. So we could clutter trend lines, we could do a lot of stuff, and then we're going to just mess it up, and we're not going to be able to make good decisions. So let's continue. Okay, so we have a buy deal. What happened? Okay, so we have a buy deal here. There was a resistance above, so you can, this is kind of okay because the road is slightly moving down. We can at least close it at the center if we want. There we go. Here is the center. We close the deal. We could not close it because the road was up. Now the road moved down, but as soon as it hit this level, or we could close at the resistance, because when we see the price is moving, it's going to hit the resistance most likely. So what I want you to do is, you cannot just keep on doing, okay, I'm going to close at center, and next time you decide, okay, I'm going to let it wait for support resistance, and if it doesn't hit, that's going to be really depressing for you. Your whole strategy and your most profitable way of making money in Forex has to be consistent, okay? For example, this is the reason we designed this, right? We're doing all these analysis, and we do not want to be distracted by another analysis, because we know if we follow this, we're winning 70 to 80% of the time, okay? And our win deals are far greater, like 5,000 in profit or 1,000 in loss. So if we do, even if we do 20% win rate, example, we're still going to make a lot of money, okay? So still with this, we can, our accuracy rate as of now is 70 to 80%, okay? We consider break-even close, the ones where you do not lose a lot of money. Maybe you lost, your stop loss is 200, but you close at $20 or something. So that's also a win, okay? So we're considering that also as a win. There are not a lot that happen, maybe 10% or 5% of these that end up in break even, but that's fine. You can choose not to do it. Okay. Sometimes I don't close and break even. I have a strategy. I'm gonna let it hit the stop loss, or it's gonna hit my take profit, or it's gonna be at the center. So you have to decide what you're gonna do. Are you going to close every deal at the center? Fine, close it. Or as soon as you see the price moving like this, you're gonna close it. Stick to that and see how it goes. Do a strategy tester. Write your discipline. Open a notebook, okay, or notepad. Write what you're gonna do. For example, what I'm gonna do is let me write here. I'm gonna take signal when outside road. This is my discipline, okay? And what I'm gonna do next is close at SR, okay? SR. If no SR, support resistance, okay? Close at center. Okay, so either we can close at center or we can close at the center close by signal. So you have to decide, are you gonna wait for this signal or are you gonna close it, okay, by yourself. So let's say we do not wait for this signal, we just close it ourselves whenever the price hits the center, okay. Now we can make another discipline. If big candles do not close at center, okay, so we can do this. And now fourth way is, if there is huge movement, we wait for the entry. Now these are things that you're writing down, and you're gonna stick to them, okay. You're not just gonna imagine a new rule altogether. Before you were closing at SR, now you start closing at center, and now sometimes you're just closing when the price reverse here. Okay, I'm gonna close break even, I'm gonna hit my stop loss or whatever. So you're not gonna do that. You're gonna stick to one thing, and you're gonna see it throughout 1 month, 2 months, or something. Okay, I want you to do this practice every day if you want to be successful in Forex. This is a very amazing skill. Okay, it's going to liberate you from a lot of stress in life if you master it. So do not just be skeptical like everybody, because in every field there are people who are skeptical, okay, and then there are people who succeed. How they succeed is finding out the best ways to learn, okay, the most effective ways, smart ways to learn, and have a discipline, okay. And do not listen to those who say, okay, it's a this and that. When I started, I heard a lot of people, don't get into this is a fraud, this and that, all that. But I personally knew, whenever I get into a field or whatever work I get into, I somehow succeed because I keep on finding new ways to approach the problem, okay, instead of just what everybody is telling me. And for example, here I could be doing Forex myself altogether without an indicator which is designed according to my strategy, okay. I could start going into ES and waste all my time there, but what I want is to make my trading easy. So I approach the problem from a different perspective. I need the indicator to show me what I'm thinking, at least reduce my analysis by 70%. So that's gonna make what? That's gonna put me 70% above, okay. If I'm in the bottom 10%, if I get a 70% edge, I'm in the top 80%. Maybe I'm not making money, but how to go into that 100%? Keep improving the indicator, okay. Add more strategies, learn more, okay. Then you can go to 95. If you're above 90%, you're gonna make money, okay. Most people lose money, blow up accounts. We do not want that. We want a discipline. How we approach to this is a disciplined approach. This is what I'm showing you here. This is how you succeed in Forex, okay. And most people, almost out of 100 people, I don't see one person doing this. It's a very low possibility even 1% people do this, and that's why they cannot develop a skill, discipline. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, we took this deal, and now our discipline is, what is our discipline? Take a signal when outside the road. We're not going to take it before. close at SR. If no SR, close at center. If big candles, do not close at center. So if we see this white candle, we cannot close at center. We can wait for the SR, right? If there is huge movement, we wait for the entry. So if there is a candle that like going crazy down, we can wait and then take the entry. Okay, let's go. So I'm pressing F12. Okay, so we close that SR. So that's our discipline. We're not going to predict, oh God, it could have gone there, I could have not closed, because the next deal that you take, it might actually go down and you're going to miss all that profit. Okay, so we have to stick with one thing. We're not going to try to take every deal possible in the market. In future, we're going to make it that good that it's going to be able to predict if it's going to break the resistance altogether or not. Before, you do not have to make that decision. Okay, so as time goes by, we're going to keep improving it. And those people who stick with us are really going to be happy with this. So here, we did not get a signal. We're not going to take it. If that's your discipline. Okay, your discipline could also be, as soon as it goes down, I see reversal, I don't care about the signal, I'm going to take it. Okay, that could be also your discipline. So whatever your discipline is, okay, whatever strategy that you're following, whatever indicators that you're following, you're adding more indicators to it. Do a strategy test like this, okay? And build a discipline with this. I'm repeating myself too much because it's so important, okay? This is going to define if you're going to be successful or just like everybody else, they cannot make it and they do not know why. They do not approach it with a better way. Then they lose, then they start saying it's all fake, whatever. Okay, so we didn't take a deal because we didn't get one. Okay, that's our discipline. Now we are not worrying about these arrows, right? So we are not taking, this is not in our discipline. But once you master one of the factors, you're gonna, this is a totally different type of signal, okay? And this is a totally different type of signal. So we're taking the road signals outside the road altogether, not inside. So be careful when taking this type of signal. Okay. All right. So we can master this separately altogether. Okay. You can master this or you can master this and see if you see this signal should not have been here or whatever, that as per this road, take a screenshot here. Okay. And in Windows, I think Windows 10, you can press Windows Shift S. Okay. And if I press Windows Shift S, it's going to draw a line like this. So I can just, it's going to open up a terminal, you can see, and then you can drag and take a screenshot. Windows Shift S, okay? So anyhow, now we move forward. I'm going to fast forward it. Okay. We got a signal here. Before we got a signal, okay, what do we have to see? The road is moving up, okay? It's still moving up. And we expect a correction to happen, which is not happening, okay? So that is fine. We see the price will fall. Obviously, that's a general statement, but we see that the correction should have been, if the price cannot just go flat and then go down, okay? It happens sometimes, but most of the time, if it was an uptrend or a downtrend and the road goes flat, it's going to continue up or down. I hope you understand. Let me try to just give you, I don't know if I've taught this before, but see the road is going down, up, right? Now it's slowing down, moving, and this is flat. When this happens, it's a very high indication that it's going to continue upwards, okay? If it was going upwards, okay? The same for downtrend. Because if a correction is going to happen, corrections don't happen like this. Okay, corrections happen with the road going 45 degrees. Okay, that's a correct correction. So this is a pump of a price. Okay, now we expect the price to start falling soon. So we said we're gonna take the signal as soon as it goes outside the bands, right? So we got a signal here. There were huge candles and the candle just slowed down a little bit. Okay, we can see that these are making big. I suggest that you at least do a bit of study about how the candles work. Okay, what the candles mean. We don't care about the candles, these are people, but the point is we can see the pressure. So the candles show us the pressure of the price and the movement. Okay, so the pressure is that there are a lot of sellers now here at this point. They were waiting at this liquidity level and they're selling here, and see they're selling here also. The price was supposed to be, the candle would be like this until here. The candle is not closing properly, and the wig is, I'm not trying to say words which a beginner would not understand, so I'm trying. Okay, so a lot of things I'm holding back because I'll teach in the future. But anyhow, if you can do study by yourself, it is very important that you study yourself. Okay, if you want to succeed and make a lot of money, okay, and leave all the worries behind, you have to study it properly. Try to get more knowledge than I have. Okay, try to get knowledge that I do not even have. So that's the whole goal in this. And you would be a part of improving this whole system. Okay, because you can give suggestions, then you can be a part of the contribute to this movement that we're doing. So we can improve it, and once you master it, you're starting making money, and then you can see, okay, the signal was here, we could have improved it as per this and that. Okay, and then we can look into it, and if we can improve it without messing up another signal, we'll definitely do that. Okay, so this was, I forgot. Okay, we see the price is slowing down, right? If you're just gonna take the signal as it appears, we can follow that discipline. Okay, so we're following a discipline. As soon as it appears, we're gonna take it. Okay, that's the discipline. Now you can improve your discipline maybe later. Just follow this discipline when you're gonna take it, when you're not taking it, and if you're gonna take the signal according to the road movement of the road. Okay, so then you're gonna do a test, and then later, if you see this is how much money I made, this is why we write it here, so you can know. If I take, you can just write down yourself. For example, this was 51, you write down your 51 or whatever, just or you can do something like this. If you took a deal here, you would close here, just write down the points. This is 353, write down as a win. Okay, and if it hits the stop loss, press the middle mouse button or press here, this, drag it from here till here. This is 229 points stop loss. Okay, or from here, this is 140, and if we hit to take profit, it's 600. Okay, so you're gonna write down, improve your discipline later. So this is going good, you made a lot of profit, you started from 1000. Okay, you made an Excel sheet or whatever, so you made that into within 2 days, or let's say a month, you made it into 10,000. Okay, now, or maybe let's just be more from a beginner standpoint, you double your money. Okay, in 1 month. All right, that's where we go. So we double our money in 1 month. So you say, okay, if I could improve my earnings, don't care about win rate. Okay, if I could improve, how can I improve it? I closed it at center. Okay, I didn't look at support resistance, so maybe I can close at support resistance if it exists. Okay, or maybe when I'm getting these huge candles, I could wait. Okay, next time. Okay, you record all your wins. Okay, and then you try to improve on them. You follow a different discipline, add into your discipline to improve it. If it doesn't work nicely, cut it out, follow another strategy where you can make more money. Don't care about win rate. We're not here to care. The only thing that we care is we do not hit our stop losses too much. Okay, so the stop losses have to, or you can find a discipline. I could make more money if I made a stop loss a bit less without messing up my other deals. Okay, then you go through that again, 1 hour every day for 30 days. Okay, that's very important. Do not jump on one pair and then the other and then the other. Master one pair movement first. Why I'm pushing out gold is because gold influences almost a lot of currencies. Okay, those currencies are influenced by gold. Gold is not influenced by them mostly. It is influenced a little bit, but um, mostly gold 80 to 90% of the time is the one that decides where the market moves for a lot of other pairs, or at least for US. And if US is connected to a lot of pairs, they're going to be affected also. So that's why I'm focusing on gold. If you can understand this, you can understand every other pair. Okay. Obviously there is a risk factor is a lot more on gold, but that doesn't matter if we can master our strategy without even taking the live deals. So this is how you do it. Every day, 1 hour, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna improve. It's just like going to school. You went to school how many years? 12 years, 13 years, and college you completed university. If you didn't, it doesn't really matter. But if you spend around 16 years studying that and see where it got you, might be making a lot of money. But with this skill, if you spend 1 month like this, okay, and follow this, and if you can, and let's say not 1 month, let's say 3 months, okay, it's gonna take you a lot more. In 3 months, if you can do this, if you can follow this strategy, you're gonna be 1,000 times more skilled and relaxed and have more freedom in your life than you could have had with all the 16 years of studies. So why not have patience in this? If you had patience in school, college, right, without no return at all, okay, why not have patience with this? 1 hour is nothing, okay? So you have to spend 1 hour learning this, okay? Don't start saying, oh my God, I lost this much today. Go do a back test. Don't do it on live, okay? You're not even making a discipline. So what you're doing is basically taking signal on everything, and then you're changing your discipline. You're closing it early, you're closing it late. What kind of way is that to trade? That's why everybody loses in trading. One of the main reasons is there is no discipline. I'm not just saying discipline on having no emotions or whatever, right? Obviously, we do not want emotions involved. But it's just like that. If you keep falling, you get used to the pain. Let's say you're playing football, you get hit, right? Rugby, whatever. You get used to the pain, okay? So that your body adapts. That's what you want. You want to get used to these emotional crises that you face, okay? So that's what we're doing. Now here we're seeing this consolidation, okay? Now we can understand. We took the signal anyways. That was our discipline. We don't care about what is happening here. We could literally close it here, break even, but we don't care, okay? There we go. Now, just to give you an example, when this type of thing happens, okay, when we see the price consolidating at the resistance or support, it's most likely going to break it. And also we see the road was moving up, okay? The road is moving up, and this is happening. This is like 80% is going to break it, okay? So we could have just closed it here. But you're not going to do that, because your strategy is that you're going to take the signal and let it hit the stop loss. That's your discipline. At least practice one strategy at least 3 or 4 times, okay? So meaning 3-4 days, 1 hour every day. Don't change the pair, only one pair. You can change the time frame, that doesn't matter, but try to do it on one time frame. For example, if you're going to test the strategy on this time frame from first to whatever, how many months you go, doesn't matter. The start is 1st of 2001, right, this year. So you're going to keep this, and if you introduce something new into your strategy, you're going to follow the same time frame, and then apply it somewhere else, okay? And then improve it, something like that. I hope you understand. So this is basically it. I do not have to continue here, okay? So do not have to make the whole video about now here you can just follow these signals and try to understand how these signals, I can take the signals, okay? And if you want MACD along with your you can save this template as a tester, okay? And when you start the next time, it's going to show the MACD also. So that's what you want, and that's it, okay? So master your strategies by doing a strategy tester. Do not just follow blindly into the live demo, and then you're there to take the deal, you're not there to take the deal, and you do not have, and you probably take the deals when it's you're hitting around 2-3 stop losses, and you post, oh God, I lost this much on demo. It doesn't work. Obviously it's not gonna work when you're doing your whole way of it is throwing at it and letting it decide for you, there is nothing. It can only give you 70%. That's what I'm saying. This indicator gives you at least 70% edge over the market. How you use that tool depends on you. Okay, if a master gets the same tool, they understand it. A lot of traders, when they see this, the professional traders, they do not even have to see these arrows. They'll just see this and they will understand. Okay, this is something we need. So those of you who just started or have not been successful, this is how you become successful. Okay, and that's my goal. Every single one of 2,000 people have to be successful, and those of people who just give up, do not stay, it's their loss. Okay, because we are only going to get better and better and better. This indicator is going to get better. Our trainings are going to get better. Every single one of you who's training every single day, give it 3 months, and then you come back to me and tell me it's not working. I can guarantee that you'll be successful. Okay, obviously I cannot guarantee like that, but what I mean is, this is how you do it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that everybody who follows this, maybe it will take you longer than that, but I don't think so it will take you longer than 3 months. Okay, so trust me, do this. Okay, and you will start seeing success. Maybe you'll not see it now, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You'll find out, because you will be improving your strategy. Okay, again and again and again and again. Do not just, okay, this is not working, oh my god, the road doesn't work, throw the road out, okay, I'm gonna get another indicator. Come on, this is not based on specific, we don't really care about these arrows. Okay, these arrows are obviously gonna become so good that you do not have to think about the road even. Okay, but the whole philosophy of this is the movement of price action. Okay, and there are a lot of factors deciding what the road width and everything should be, and how the movement should be. So if you understand this candle knowledge and support resistance, it's impossible for you to be to lose money in Forex. I'm talking about long term. Losing 2-3 deals is okay. If you don't make money that one day, it's okay. Doesn't matter. So we have to look at 1 month. You do not go to your work and you think about, okay, I didn't get salary today. You get salary at the end of the month, and you don't care how much downtime or whatever went through. You know that you made around 8,000 at that time. So also in businesses, if you're a businessman, you understand, businesses obviously do a yearly thing. Okay, how much they made in 1 year. They do not look at 1 month where they lost money. Okay, they look at overall, if they made money or not, how much money they made better than before or something. This is how you keep improving. They say, okay, we made this much, how can we improve our earnings? If you're already something like this, also apply it in your life, not just businesses. Apply it in your life. You have to improve. Maybe you made around 1,000 to 2,000. Slowly you start making 4,000, and then you get so good you make it 50,000 in 1 month. Okay, and that's the goal. That's where you want to be. So you can predict the market. Obviously, these are people, we cannot predict everything, right? But we have to be right 70 to 80% of time, because market follows the same rules most of the time. Only a few times where it doesn't. Okay, we're gonna predict that also in the future, but doesn't matter. Right now, if you want to be successful, follow this. And thank you for watching. I hope I do not confuse a lot of people. So I have not been getting a lot of time making videos. That was my goal. I'm so occupied answering questions, so occupied with improvements. I'm extremely passionate about trying to make this something which is extraordinary, and create a community of 2,000 successful traders. That is a dream. It's not about money here. It's not about prestige. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But what matters is creating a successful community of friends that talk a different language altogether. So, and imagine how powerful all of us could get by doing this. So that's the goal of all this. All skepticism, if you are skeptical about whatever, it's your choice, right? But together, I think we can build something that only we have access to, is extraordinary. So anyways, thank you. Have a nice day.